We're here at the start of Naxxramas, and an important change that was made last night was that the battle pets from Naxxramas are now actually dropping. When the pre-patch came out originally, it was bugged and the Naxxramas battle pets were not available, but now they are confirmed, definitely available, and they're pretty valuable. So just like all the other battle pets I've been farming, I'm going to go in, try to farm these, try to make a big load of gold, and see what we can do. I'm on my monk character who recently hit level 85. We got 386 item level and pretty good gear. We got some crappy PvP pieces still that I haven't managed to replace, but I imagine this will be good enough. I've got a Windwalker build, which is much higher damage output, and if the Windwalker build doesn't work, we'll go to a Brewmaster tank build, like if the mobs are killing me. We'll see. But yeah, the targets in Naxxramas are Maexxna for one of them, Gluth for another, and Loatheb for the third battle pet that's in here. And if we can't get it on the monk, like, I think we'll be able to get it on the monk, but if we can't, we can go on the Blood Death Knight. We'll do that. If you're watching this on YouTube, there will be timestamps in the video description to all the different boss kills, and I'll highlight the ones that are potentials to drop a pet. If you want to skip around to those, you're welcome to. For those of us in the live audience here on twitch.tv/SimonShow, let's just pray for some pets, okay? Let's see what we can get. I'm kind of just spamming buttons without paying attention. This is 10-man normal mode difficulty here. So the easiest version of Naxxramas we can do. I'll put up a stream prediction for the Maexxna pet. Star prediction: will the battle pet drop from Maexxna? Which is not this boss, but we have to kill 2 bosses before we get to Maexxna. Seem to be doing okay with the health here. Crypt Guard joins the fight. Uh-oh. Pale. So my blackout kick heals me. Ooh, wow, I'm taking stacking damage from this thing. Crypt Guard goes into a frenzy. Okay, yeah, we have to take out those Crypt Guards way faster. That was no good. We took a lot of damage there. This feels like it might be a Windwalker angle. Ooh, yeah, I'm dead. Okay, or sorry, I mean Brewmaster angle. Let's go Brewmaster, and we're definitely not dying on Brewmaster. I mean, undoubtedly, I could have played that better. There's no doubt about that. There's more things I could have done, but let's just take the build that I know is going to be successful with, like, zero chance, I assume, 0 chance of failure. Did Blizz add the pet today? Yeah, the earliest I saw them dropping was late last night. I started seeing them come up on the auction house. Alright, we're in Brewmaster build. The unkillable monk god build. Let's get a food buff. This buff. Flask, this, and this. Now we're all buffed up. What did you update in the weak aura for Monk today? I mostly made the Windwalker stuff better. It's still work in progress, but the work that is in progress has been posted. So if you want the updated version of the weak aura, you can find it on the Simon I Show Discord. Link below the stream and link below every single YouTube video. What we learned about the Crypt Guards is they have a nasty stacking damage thing. Whoopsies, wrong button. Meant to do this one. So we do have to prioritize killing the Crypt Guards. So yeah, issue with this is our DPS is a bit lower, but you know, you can see the health is completely a non-issue. Did you find the two-hand staff, or the two-hand weapons are better for the dungeon farming? I've only used two hands so far. I don't have any comparable one-handed weapons to dual wield with. As far as I'm aware, Brewmaster is like ideally using a two-hander, and Windwalker is ideally dual wielding. But I don't have access to two good weapons right now. We gotta go. Switch to this form to run a little bit faster. So that's when he does Locust Swarm. You want to run away from him as fast as you can until the swarm is over. Where's he going now? Okay. And then you go back to your Ox stance. Good. Back on the boss. This is going much smoother as Brewmaster. I think in these hard raids, like the hardest raids that we're going to solo, Naxxramas, I think you just have to be the tank build. Like, it's so hard to live from the bosses when you're in a DPS build. But, like, we were doing Tempest Keep yesterday, and it was way better as DPS build in Tempest Keep. That's, like, a way easier raid. The bosses aren't dealing as much damage to you, so even as the Windwalker, the damage dealer build, like, you can still live through them and deal, and like then you're just in a damage dealer build, so you're killing them way faster. But here, I think you need the survivability. Maybe you could get by if you had like way better gear than I do as Windwalker. Like, you can always just outgear these things, and that's another way to solve problems. We're running, hoping this Crypt Guard doesn't daze me. This is the Locust Swarm. I think it's over by now. Back to the Ox stance. So if I get close to the boss when he's Locust Swarming, it puts a debuff on me that's really, really nasty. It silences you, so you can't cast spells. It pacifies you, so you can't use any attack abilities or auto attack. And it deals damage over time. And it stacks. So the longer you're in range of him, the more stacks of that you get. You can't even heal yourself or attack him. You have to get away from the boss when he's doing that ability. But this is looking like it's going to be an easy takedown as Brewmaster. Thor asks, why do you have the hentai staff? Well, we were doing the Zergling staff for a while I was leveling up. And I just decided we should mix it up. And I was like, man, who doesn't like tentacles? So obviously we did the tentacle staff. See? Transmogged to Terrestrian's Strangle Staff. Got him. How does Monk feel? Fun? It feels complicated. Like there's a big learning curve. There's way too many buttons, I would say. So it takes a long time to, for me at least, it took a long time to kind of get used to what's going on the Monk. I think I would have quit playing this character if I boosted it. Are these my healing orbs now? They're yellow. They used to be green. I wonder why they're yellow now. Or maybe there's something else and I'm not realizing it. But yeah, so it took me a long time to, like, figure out everything that was going on this class. And I definitely don't know everything that's going on. Absolutely do not know everything that's going on now. But I have a better sense of what's going on. Enough to say that it's pretty fun now. Now that I know what, you know, have a better sense of what's going on, it's more fun. When I was, like, kind of overwhelmed and there were too many things going on, it was not fun.
Your old lives, your mortal desires mean nothing.
Alright, we're double pulling.
You are acolytes of the Master now, and you will serve the cause without question. The greatest glory is to die in the Master's service.
Played much of your rogue yet in Mop pre-patch? No, I've used it to solo some raids, some like old raids for battle pet farming, but I haven't done a single dragon soul yet in the pre-patch. Which I would like to, but I just never, the groups are never forming at the times that I'm looking for them. And then I just move on and farm more battle pets. And I'm okay with that, because this is fun. I like soloing the old raids and making huge gold while I do it. Do you have an Onyxia mount? No. I soloed Onyxia once on the Death Knight, and it was just really annoying because it took a very, very long time because I couldn't hit her with any abilities aside from my diseases during the air phase. So it was just, like, obnoxious, and I was like, man, this is boring. I don't want to do this fight again. Is Rogue gonna be your first 90? Yeah, I plan to play the Rogue first. How much gold do you have? I have over 400,000 gold. Oh, now she's hitting. Now she is hitting. She's enraged. I think I was supposed to leave some of her ads alive or something like that. Yeah, we didn't do that. Stupid fires. Looking for my healing orbs. Just kiting into those. We'll be fine. All right, Faerlina down. What are we getting? 168 gold. for that boss kill. What do we get on the other guy? That was a trash pull. I'm scrolling up in the log here. 173 gold for the first one. Ooh, dislocating handguards that we looted there is a new transmog that I didn't have before. Yeah, I see those mobs. We're not ignoring them. We're just pulling more efficiently by pulling multiple packs at once. Good. Is this soloable with Rogue? Kinda doubt it, but we'll give it a try today. I haven't tried it before. Rogue damage output, like on my main with the legendary daggers, is gonna be way, way, way higher. Alright, we might as well just pull all of these. Alright, almost to Maexxna. Just right up that little ramp there. So Maexxna does 2 things. Well, actually, wait, hang on. She does 3 things. She does a... that I care about. She does a poison debuff that reduces my healing. So I'm going to have to pay attention to that. And use detox to get rid of it. So I can continue to heal effectively. Then she's gonna stun me periodically, and I cannot PvP trinket out of this stun, like I just have to eat the stun. And then at 30% health, she's gonna enrage, and just deal a lot more damage. So I want to be sure I have like my fortifying brew for that part of the fight. And that's the part that, you know, if any part of this fight's gonna kill me, it's that part. The sub 30% enrage. There's the poison. Remove the poison. So the stun always comes right after the spiders come out. Like 10 seconds after the spiders come out, approximately. So there's the spiders. The stun is going to come soon. Re-up my guard. There's the stun. Poison is on me. Get rid of that. Going well so far. This is the first one that drops a pet, by the way. The stream prediction is up for the pet drop. That's the big money. This is why we're here, okay? Killing the bosses that drop the pets. I'm gonna save this guard just for having it up when the enrage or when the stun happens. Yeah, there we go. This seems pretty easy. I wonder if this is doable on 25-man on this monk also. I did it on my Death Knight on 25-man. Naxxramas is a dungeon or a raid where you can do it once on 10-man and once on 25-man on the same character on the same week. They're like separate lockouts, 10 and 25. So if you can do it on both, then, you know, more power to you. But 25-man, like, stuff deals more damage and has way more... The big problem with 25-man that I encountered with my Death Knight was most of the bosses have a 12-minute enrage timer, and they have way more health. So I was running into their just like hard 12-minute enrage timer being a pretty big issue. Is enraged, and I'm stunned. This is the regular enrage, not the 12-minute one. She is hitting kind of hard. Hit the fortifying brew. Guard up. There, we're stunned. Poisoned again. Pay better attention to that. Keeps doing it. There we go. Okay, arachnid quarter. Arachnophobia achieved. Alright. Easy pet? I think so too. I think so too. We got 53% believers to 47% doubters right now. Alright, let's lock it in. Let's see if we get the giant bone spider. Ready, set. Loot. It's okay. We'll get the fungal shambler from the next guy. We'll go into the plague wing. We'll get the fungal shambler for sure, you guys. For sure, fungal shambler. Okay. Will the pet drop from Maexxna? Answer no. Start prediction. Will the battle pet drop from Loatheb? Yes or no. Okay. Well, we did 16,000 DPS to the boss. That has me a little worried about our ability to kill Gluth on this character. If we're not doing that much damage, we might not be able to out-heal Gluth's healing. Alright, can I skip those mobs? Nope. Okay, very important thing on these gargoyles is you want to actually just aggro a bunch of extra mobs so that you can take a bunch of extra damage, so that you can have higher stack of vengeance attack power bonus when the gargoyle goes into stone skin mode. You need to kill the gargoyle before it completes the cast of stone skin, or else it resets and heals to full health. No, oh, phew, that was very close. We almost failed. Let me pull the next pack of gargoyles. Big pog damage. Ooh, I wonder if I could,
Hey, Simon, have a good one.
Oh, that's the trick. Okay. Touch of death them. That's a good way to do it. Alright, we'll still have to kill a couple more. Huge bagel enjoyer, thank you for the prime. Thank you so much for 9 months of support on the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you for that. I'm gonna keep these debuff stacks intentionally, and those mobs on me. The debuff stacks are gonna fade. Frick. Okay, tried to keep the debuff stacks. Jab, jab. No, no, he's gonna reset. No, he reset. Frick. Okay, maybe the slimes. Let's go over to the slimes. Let the slimes hit me a little bit. Are we back? Yeah, internet issue. Not sure what. There was something going on, like there was disrupted service in the morning before I started streaming. So I like reset the router. But that's, I mean, there's nothing else I can do other than like reset the router and hope it works out. Okay, Noth the Plaguebringer time. We managed to kill the gargoyles, guys. Don't worry. Gargoyles so OP it crashed stream. No, my internet service provider's bad. It doesn't matter how much money I pay them. They're just gonna give shitty service. And I've tried. I've tried to find other service providers in the area. Like, no one gives fiber where I live. So I would like to pay someone money to get fiber optic internet service, but I literally can't. I think I should just focus on the damage dealt to Noth the Plaguebringer and not use any of my AoE abilities. I can clean up all of the ads when he goes to the balcony phase. I should just maximize damage dealt to Noth. Yeah, that's a teleport. Alright, there'll be a couple teleport phases. It's just the way it goes. We don't exactly have the DPS to skip the teleport phases. This thing that makes me big is my Beast Staff. Beast Fury. Fury of the Beast. Your melee and range attacks have a chance to trigger Fury of the Beast, granting 95 agility and 10% increased size every 1 second. Stacks up to 10 times, and the total effect lasts 20 seconds. Super strong. We just got this weapon today. Dropped in Blackrock Caverns. You can also buy it in town from the Obsidian Fragment vendor. Tried 5G or Musknet? No. I have not tried those. Okay, I pressed that ability too early because he was still immune. There we go. He teleports in and he's still immune for a couple seconds. So, what, we got him just below... Got about a third of his health gone. So, probably means we'll have to do one more vanish phase, or teleport phase. If we maintain good DPS, that should be it. We should get him before the third teleport phase. Do I even need to press guard? Probably, yeah. Press guard. It's a really good spell. Move around like this so the mobs are all definitely in front of me. Jeez, didn't mean to do the Breath of Fire. Meant to do another blackout kick. Sub 30. Yeah, we'll definitely get him. One more teleport phase, but we'll definitely get him before the 3rd teleport phase. Nice. Okay, good. Now we can clean up the ads. .5G or Musknet. They are about fiber speed. So those are both like wireless options where like there's not a cable running to your house of any kind. The Musknet and 5G that you're talking about. My concern with those wireless options is that they're like they're high ping is what I've heard. I don't know for sure if that's true, but it's like you send a like they might not be good for gaming because there's more delay in you pressing a button and the server you're trying to communicate with responding. Yeah, I wish I could just get fiber internet. I would like to... Please take my money. Please, internet company, someone provide me fiber internet. Alright, we're back.
Rise, my soldiers! Rise and fight once more!
There we go. Noth down. Nothing exciting off of Noth. Librum of Radiance. Okay, Paladins don't use Librums anymore. So these items are just gray items now. But they still vendor for their, like, regular vendor value, I believe. Alright, now we move on to Heigan, and then after Heigan is the boss we actually want, Loatheb. Then, I'm a little skeptical of our ability to kill Gluth, but we will at least give it a try and work towards Abomination Wing Gluth and see how it goes. I think I should just drag all these mobs into the boss. Like, who cares? Oh, yeah, okay, well, we're just gonna AoE them down. I was thinking about using them to stack more vengeance. Could have been good. Probably do Heigan as Windwalker, maybe. I mean, after I died on Anub'rekhan as Windwalker, I was just like, screw this, let me just use the build that I know isn't gonna die, you know? Noxygen says you just got the Loatheb pet. Hell yeah, congratulations. Big money there. We'll definitely be fighting with each other over selling it because I'm about to get it right here too, you know, for sure. It's for sure dropping. Now the question is, do I actually have to dance during the dance phase? I didn't have to on my Death Knight. But this character might not be as durable. No, I'm thinking we're all right. I'm thinking we activated guard and now everything's fine. Yeah, we could stay in on this one too. That's just more DPS time. Imagine if we spent all of this time not DPSing the boss. Yeah, I think we'll try Ret Paladin next, and then maybe Rogue, and then we'll come back on the Death Knight. Because I know the Death Knight can do these. I've done that before, but I want to experiment and see how well Rogue and Ret Paladin can do also. And right now we're experimenting and seeing how well Monk can do. Drink my little brewskis, clearing my stagger damage. Yeah, Naxx is a different beast compared to the Burning Crusade raids. Naxx, the bosses hit much harder. Here we go. There's another dance phase. So right now, normally, if you were doing this boss and you're like doing the proper strategy, the whole raid would be running around the room between these different safe zones. See, like each time the slime pops up, a different area doesn't have slime. And he's doing like pulsing damage to anyone still on the platform here. You see, I'm taking ticks of about 7,000 damage. There we go. Wait, I got an achievement for this? Defeat Heigan the Unclean without anyone in the raid dying in 10-player mode. Yeah, we did that. Oh, I think I already failed. Can you still get Undying? You can't get Undying achievement anymore, right? They removed that? Because, like, we could solo Undying now. Which I think would be funny. I mean, I already failed with Anub'rekhan, but we could, theoretically, is what I'm saying. Still in combat with these maggots. There we go. No hype from Simon for the Grim Toll. Yeah, but it's... come on, guys. We're going to vendor it for 11 gold. Like, it's not even the most valuable item that dropped. This one is worth 18 gold. That dropped from the same boss. Alright, rolling right in. All those buffs look good. Is Loatheb time. This is another potential pet dropping boss. The spore is on its way. We'll just let it take its time. Alright, hello, spore. Keg smash. Alright, now we're juiced up. Critical hit chance increased by 50%. Old Raid's still on a weekly lockout. Yes. Naxxramas is a special one, though. You can do it on both 10-man and 25-man in the same week. Those count as separate lockouts. Yeah, I always liked this boss. I think this boss with the bonus crit chance, it was pretty fun to do. It was also very tilting whenever a Moonkin would press Starfall and kill the spore right before you got to it. The amount of griefing the spore buffs was endless. It was that was ridiculous. Or warrior charged it. Yep. Alright, so the question is, are we doing enough damage to beat a 12-minute enrage? Currently at, let's say, 75%, and we're 2 minutes in, so yeah, we're estimating about an 8-minute kill here. And that's plenty to beat a 12-minute enrage, but it's nowhere close to enough DPS to kill him in 25-man mode. So, this guy has a mechanic that I've been just pretty much ignoring. But he just puts up this aura. It lasts 15, 16 seconds at a time. And just prevents all healing. And then it's down for a couple of seconds and you can heal again. But so much of my healing is just from absorption rather than actual raw healing. And this aura does not block the damage absorbed from my guard. So just really doesn't interact with the monk's ability to sustain itself very much. And this guy's not pushing out enough damage that my guard is breaking. Do you think you can do this on Priest? I don't really know about Priest soloing capabilities. My guess would be no. I don't think Priest is a very good, very strong soloing class, but I don't know. I think the strongest, like generally speaking, the strongest soloing classes are tank classes. Blood Death Knight is exceptionally strong. Monk, you're seeing it here, is pretty good. Ret Paladin is pretty good. That's not even a tank class, it's just Ret Paladin is insane. Permasmug, hello. Won't have the damage to solo Gluth. I don't know, I was saying we would at least try it. But I think that's right. I think this character doesn't have the damage to do Gluth. Because Gluth is going to just constantly heal itself from eating zombies. And when you normally do the fight, you're just supposed to, you know, prevent that from happening by kiting them and keeping them away from Gluth. But when you're solo, you don't really have the capacity to do that. So I think maybe after Loatheb, we move on to the next character. Like we go Paladin. And see how Paladin can do. But, like, we're hitting 20k with the Loatheb buff. I think we were at, like, 15k before. It's just not enough. Yeah, when we get to level 90 in, like, actual Mists of Pandaria, pretty sure just every class can do this, like, easily. Because your damage output, I don't know, what is it, like, triples, quadruples, with Mists of Pandaria levels and gear. Right now at 85, it's much more limited which classes can do this. Alright, here it is. We're almost there. Aura fades away, allowing healing once more. Yes. Yes. Okay. He's dead. He's dead. It's pet time. We're looking for the Fungal Abomination pet. 34% believers, 66% doubters on this prediction. Locking it in. Let's see what we've got. Oh! Let's go! That's what we wanted to see. Blighted Spore teaches you the Fungal Abomination pet. That's what, yep. There we go. We got one. Excellent. Let's go learn the pet. I think, like, yeah, maybe it'd be cool to, like, see how well we could do against Gluth or Patchwerk or Grobbulus, but it's a pretty big time investment to even get to those bosses, and I'm very sure we won't be able to kill Gluth. So I'm gonna say we're gonna switch to the Bank Alt right now, see what this pet is currently going for, then switch over to the Paladin, and come back to Naxx to try to get these pets again on the Paladin, see what the capabilities of the Paladin are. Okay, prediction. Choose outcome. Will the battle pet drop from Loatheb? The answer is yes. Let's log off of this guy. Go on to the Bank Alt. See what we can get for a Fungal Abomination these days. Arkinatosius, you killed it at the same time as you, and you got the Fungal Abomination also. Hell yeah, congratulations. Big payout there. Okay, so for battle pets, how you sell them, you don't have to have done any quests or anything like that. You open your collections tab, the little horse icon there. Then you go to pet journal, and then you gotta look in your backpack, your main primary bag, not all these other bags, they don't matter. You have to have an open inventory slot in this bag specifically. Then you right click, put in cage. Now you have the caged Fungal Abomination. Alright, selling. 9,899 gold and 99 silver and 82 copper is what I'm going to list this one for. That's good. That's why we came directly to Naxxramas today. Philzy with a change hat request. Okay, let's go. All right, I think it's Paladin time. Okay, so we're back in Naxxramas on the Monk. I originally thought that Gluth was not going to be possible. So we just kind of gave up after killing Maexxna and Loatheb. However, Stranger Than Myth from the stream chat said he was able to kill Gluth on a Monk with very similar gear to mine. So we're back in here. We're going to try to get it done. I was just thinking my DPS was way too low to deal with Gluth's healing. That's why I thought we wouldn't be able to deal with it. But let's give it a go. Sounds like it's more possible than I originally thought. Pagani Outland, hello, says, hey, my friend, hope your day has been good so far. Here's a dad joke. Bacon and eggs walk into a restaurant. The host says, sorry, we don't serve breakfast here. Good one. Yeah, we don't... Oh my god. Get over here. Stunned. I tried to pull more just so I could more efficiently AoE them. They aren't really threatening my survival here. What is this debuff? Nature damage taken increased? Okay, that doesn't seem important. Oh, Patchwerk's coming back. He's ready for us. Okay. Yeah, I think we're actually just like ready to go. Food buff, this thing, that thing, flask buff. Get over here. Let's go. I think he probably like mostly can't hurt me, just like it was on the prop paladin. That's gonna be my guess of how this goes. Okay, he's hurting me a little bit. We'll see. Ooh. Bad energy management. I always want to have... Okay, this is going very different than I thought it would. He's actually hurting me a lot. This is not what I expected to have happen. Just drink some of these little healing orbs. Okay, I have to lock in and focus. Make sure I play good here. Oh, we got our staff proc, or polearm proc, making us large. Whenever my stagger gets above, like, 50k, I'm sending it. Sending the brew that clears the stagger. Purifying brew. Eat the orbs. Your guard is coming back. Okay, we're good. So I'll probably need... I'll need Fortifying Brew maybe, and like a full stack of Elusive Brew for when he gets to his 5% in Rage. Because if he's hurting me right now, this is not what I expected. The Prop Paladin, dude, he couldn't hurt me at all. It was crazy on the Prop Paladin how easy it was. So we'll need some cooldowns here. 10 or 25 man. This is 10 man. Death Knight can handle Maexxna and Loatheb on 25 man. I haven't tried Patchwerk on 25 man on the Death Knight. Rotpala doesn't grow. Yeah, he doesn't have Curiel, Fury of Beasts. That's true. Little elusive brew there. Get some energy back. Peg smash. Alright. We're taking it out a little bit faster than the Paladin did. Paladin was at like 17k DPS. We're at 20. But we're a little bit more fragile. Sidestep, eat some of my healing orbs. Do you get Curiel finally? Yep, got Curiel. We ran a Blackrock Caverns today. The plan was going to be, if it drops, great, we get it, or roll for it at least. If it doesn't drop, we had enough obsidian fragments to buy it, so we were going to get it one way or another. And it dropped, and then we were able to spend our obsidian fragments on other stuff. Here we go, cooldown's up. Oh, is Touch of Death available? Boom, got him. Okay. Not a big deal there. Ruthlessness, Heroes Surrender, Boots of Persuasion. No problem. A little spicy. Definitely had to pay attention to what was going on. But not really too big of an issue. Let's move on to Grobbulus, and then we'll go Windwalker build for... Windwalker build for Gluth. Heroes Surrender, Shield, let's see. Oh, that looks kind of cool. We could also pull these mobs into the boss for more vengeance stacks. Oh, they're gonna knock into the air too? That might be annoying. Where are you, Grobbulus? Hello. I hope I don't regret this decision. So I can't see very well if there's any poison cloud beneath me, so I'm just kind of assuming there's poison cloud and gradually moving to stay out of it. Two of the ads are dead now. Bye-bye, vengeance stacks. We tried our best. Now I can actually see what's happening. I could stand in the poison to gain vengeance too. Why didn't I think of that before? Duh. I'm just too, like, mechanic-brained of, like, actually doing mechanics and, like, moving out of bad stuff. I'm not really, you know, in that way, I'm not really a true classic WoW player. Like, a true classic WoW player would have realized way faster to stand in the bad thing in order to deal more damage. You know? Turned off vengeance from persistent AoE? Really? So you're saying I go over here, it's gonna still be at like 7.5 to 8k. Seems like it's less. I mean, it could be other things, but it's a lot less. Like 2.5 to 3,000 less than it was a moment ago. Let me go back to standing in the poison. I'm gonna say probably they didn't code this as one of the things that's flagged as persistent AoE that doesn't trigger vengeance. I'm feeling like the poison clouds are definitely triggering vengeance. Oopsies. Did not mean to crane kick there. Someone threw up the Loatheb pet for 2.7k undercut. What a weenie. Like, you mean 2.7k less than it was currently, or listing the entire pet for 2.7k? $5k right now with his up? Oh, yikes. Okay, Windwalker time for Gluth. I don't have any glyphs. Okay, so the plan is Rising Sun Kick, maintain this as much as I can, and then rebuff my stuff before we go in. Also this. Fortune Cookie. There we go. So Rising Sun Kick to maintain the healing debuff, and then roll and or Flying Serpent Kick to get away from the boss. To let my debuff stacks reset. We're gonna take a lot more damage, I think, than we did as Brewmaster. Don't forget crit buff. Oh yeah, the other, yeah, Monk, Windwalker gets the crit buff. Thank you. Alright, let's see how this goes. We want to maximize Blackout Kick for the healing that it provides. Rising Sun Kick. Tiger Palm. I'm dying. Yo. We're pretty fast, huh? Oh, he's healed like up to full though. Shoot. Okay. We're gonna have to work this out a little bit better. Like exactly what we're doing here. Try to get more damage coming through. I'm gonna try to run after this one. Stacks are reset, we can go back in. We're not making a lot of progress, but we are maintaining the fight. Like, we're not dying. Okay, next zombie eat, we're running. Oh shit, that didn't run properly. It bumped into him way earlier than I thought it would. Stacks reset. Alright, next eat, we're gonna run away. This is gonna take a while, but I feel like it's doable. Running. Good. I think we're getting the hang of this. We can maybe get some more damage throughput now that we're kind of used to the cycle here. We're gonna fail the 8-minute enrage. Oh shit, I didn't think about that. Maybe I have to stay in for more stacks and reset. Becomes enraged. We're at 5 minutes into the fight right now. At 5 stacks of debuff, I definitely have to reset. Whoopsies. There we go. we got the DPS up to 20k. Ooh, is Fist of Flurry good? That seems good. I was not casting that at all before. So I'm thinking it's gonna enrage and we're gonna die, then we're gonna try again with a just hopefully better damage output, and now that we know kind of the cadence of the fight. Oh, we have to reset. I think we can do this. We can use, like, the Tiger Eye Brew whenever Fists of Fury is up. Combo that for big damage burst. Berserker Rage, we're dead. Yep, that's the 8-minute Enrage. Okay, I think we can do that. We just have to try again. Should we get that, Fists of Fury glyph? I actually have only one glyph. Is there, another glyph I should get as Windwalker? Do you guys have any suggestions? We can go to a mailbox right here, log over real quick, get it. I think there's a mailbox in this area. Yeah, over here. So, Fists of Fury glyph, anything else? Any suggestions? Fortifying Brew glyph. That's the one it like has a downside and an upside. Glyph of one-shot the boss. Okay. I wish. Spinning crane kick. Maybe black. What is the name of the blackout kick glyph? Or is that maybe not available yet? Be it. Allow chat to choose your abilities for the next 20 seconds. Please no. Please no. Alright, let's go back in. Flash, Afterlife, Enduring Healing Spheres. Reduces damage taken by an additional 5%, but increases your health by 10% rather than 20. Okay. Brewmaster, Mistweaver. Let's see, we gotta go this direction. This is a based glyph. We should actually get it. While sparring, you have a 5% chance to deflect spells from attackers in front of you, stacking up to 5 times. What is sparring? When you are attacked by a melee enemy in front of you, You begin to spar their attacks, increasing your chance to parry. This effect has a cooldown. When you attack them back, sparring is amplified by an additional 5%, stacks up to 5 times. Oh, whatever. 25-yard range, that doesn't seem important. Okay, I have to actually look at my screen for this section. There we go. We're through. Would have been real embarrassing to die there. Godballs, hello. How's it going? Say, Simon, hope you're doing well. Thank you. Okay, we should put a indicator for cooldown of Fists of Fury. Monk auras, Monk Windwalker cooldowns. Let's just make it be spell. Cooldown charges count. Okay, we'll make it be guard. Fists of Fury. That looks like it. There we go. Oh yeah, we gotta put the prediction up for the pet drop. I forgot about that. Start prediction. Will the pet drop from Gluth? Yeah, there we go. Okay, this thing. This thing. Let's see, does my... Oh, our issue is we don't have enough damage, so we definitely don't want to switch to the, this thing. Then we do this, and we do this, and then we're good to go. Alright, I'm ready this time. I'm ready. I think we're gonna do good. Resetting. No! I didn't reset. He got to me too quickly. Okay, that's bad. Gonna reset here. Nice. Okay. We're good. We're good this time. I want him to be facing me when I do these blackout kicks, because I want them to be healing me. He turns around to aggro the stupid zombies. Oh no, he walked away from my Fists of Fury. How could you do that? No! No! Okay, this is actually off to a pretty bad start. We had 2 hopeful resets that failed. Which just is a lot of lost damage. Whoopsies. I did not mean to press that button. I meant to press Fist of Fury right there. Alright, we are now at 80% reduced healing. So that's problematic. Alright, on the next eat, we will run. Good, we got the reset. I don't think I'm making it on this one either. I think I had too much bad play. Failed resets that just wasted a lot of damage time. Yeah, we can definitely play better than I did this time. I think that's what's necessary. Maybe we gotta push the resets to be less frequent also, to achieve higher damage uptime. We're close. I mean, we're making progress. We're just not going to beat the Enrage at the rate we're going. I don't think we are, at least. Oh, we could turn it around. I think if we're gonna make it, we're not gonna reset again. All right, hang on. Pagani Outland said, I'm afraid you don't have the DPS. I just have to call that out there. Yeah. I mean, frankly, I didn't think I had the DPS part of the way through that, but then we just locked in and started playing actually good instead of bad, like at the start. Okay, so Monk can solo all of the pet drop bosses. Paladin can solo all of the pet drop bosses. Death Knight can do it. We're gonna try on Rogue next and see how it goes. I'm much more skeptical of that one. Let's see if we get the drop here. This is a big one. Gluth pet drop. Ready, set. No pet drop. That's frustrating. How do you kill Gluth on Blood DK? You spam Necrotic Strike. You do Necrotic Strikes. They're very good.